diamonds. I want a girl who can sort a chest. I want a girl with shears that cut and swords that burn through zombie flesh. I want a girl who knows world generation, who crafts furrows and times her attack. She's modding her community. She's flying through the air. She's smelting out impurities and feeding her cat. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. I want a girl who logs in early. I want a girl who plays till late. I want a girl with unobstructed creativity who uses a tripwire to ruin your day. With shulker boxes organized and lustrous in a tone that will torch you like desert grass. Who crafts furrows and times her attack. She's smelting out impurities and feeding her cat. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. Whose shield is emblazoned. I want a girl with good enchantments. On some server we will meet incidentally. We'll start to talk as we shoot skeletons. She wants a spawn with biome convenience. She wants a spawn that's in good repair. She's changing her inn from wither to dragon. She's trading her archery for a trident that's self-repairing. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron.
As the box.
The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and just let your mind flow downstream. Sprawl out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us! 2 live streaming audiences. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And tonight, y'all are my live streaming audience. Welcome to everybody watching on the Simulcast to YouTube and joehills.net/live. Meanwhile, we also have an incredibly exciting new feature We are 3 days into our experiment. 3 days into our experiment to stream a completely different stream to Twitch. We got a different camera up here. We got a different laptop with a different microphone, different XLR to USB interface, different Minecraft. Oh yeah, the Minecraft is not anywhere near me. We need to move the Minecraft. Whoop! Yay, it's me. Joe Hills says. I guess I can... Whoop. There it is. Har. Where's the spectator camera? Har. I'm flying. Welcome. Okay. So, we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot right now. Welcome. Multiple streams. But we have work to do here in the woods. We have blocks that need to be replaced. I am in the process of taking out some of these high quality cherry log experiences and swapping them out. We are going to be doing a 1-hour chill stream tonight. Unlike last night where it was because of weather. Tonight it's just because we had a really long stream today. We streamed like 2.5 hours first thing this morning. And then we streamed again for like another 2.5 hours with Jem and Cleo. So we're into hour 6 of streaming today. We're just having a nice little wind down at the end of the night to make some progress on this here. So here we go. Getting that knocked out. We're using blocks of coal that gradient into obsidian, which then gradient into crying obsidian. Whoops. Fireworks also. You can never have too many fireworks, it turns out. So crying obsidian is really fun because it actually drips. It drips, what do you call it? Purple. So that creates kind of a cool thing there. Actually, we do want to keep some logs up inside of the trees so that the leaves don't all despawn, too. So we are keeping some of the logs in here, but we're kind of mixing it up a bit. Let's go ahead and get these shears out. Whoa. So, like, down here, we might have this bit here be more, like, coal-y. Boom. Block of coal, block of coal. We're keeping some of these logs in here, but actually what we're going to do is we're going to turn some of them into, like, the square logs, like that. So this one will now be like this, and it won't have the edge that's pink. Pointing out. Okay. So this creates kind of a cool mix where the petal particles and the crying obsidian particles are going to mingle. And I'm pretty happy with it. Somebody says, Fall Joe will be mad at Spring Summer Joe. I mean, I'm probably going to leave the obsidian... I'll probably leave the logs in place, but swap out the leaves around Halloween. But hey, just as a reminder, though, we are also only $6 away from our next Facecam expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Welcome, Scun. Welcome, Clown Theory. Welcome, Aurelia. Welcome, Introverted Kid. First Terrarian. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. But yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we can swap out these leaves and leave the crying obsidian in there, and it'll look great. I think the purple would actually look really good with the Halloween trees, right? I think that's a winning plan, not a losing one. How do you get the petals to actually accumulate on the ground? Because I remember when we were exploring, we found... Hey, Professor Red Fox. We found some petals, like, straight up on the ground before. And that's, like, no longer happening. That's not in play here. Hey, we got a tip for 6 rolling in from Laura. Woo! Thank you so much, Laura. Boom. That gets us evenly to our next Facecam expansion milestone. So here we go. Expand Joe. Do-do-do-do. And we are going to lower the Joe Pasty now. The camera's gotten a little bit bigger than it normally would be at this Joe Pasty, so That's fine. We're at 80%. I'm sure it'll even out somehow eventually. That's a problem for later. Okay. So we're going to put these coal blocks... where's the coal blocks? Coal blocks here. Cherry wood there. Coal, 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 coal. Block of coal, block of coal. Normal obsidian. We'll keep that log there just to show that, like, some of these we want to have, like, undamaged. Kind of mingled in. Yeah, I think this is going to look good. Soraya Amethyst Dragon says, what's happening? I am replacing all of these tree trunks that are currently made of cherry wood with coal and obsidian and crying obsidian because it looks awesome, basically. You get the cool purple falling effect. Okay. The pink petals are flowers. Oh, you have to put them on the ground yourself. Gotcha. Okay, those are separate blocks. Hey, welcome NJ Coffee Junkie. Hope you're having a fantastic day off there in the great state of New Jersey. Okay, here we go. We're going to swap this one over as well. Whoops. It was a real treat having you join us at PlayOnCon this year. I'm sorry that didn't work out. Or last year, having you at PlayOnCon was fantastic. This year, it will not be the same without you and Badger. But I am definitely looking forward to seeing some of the folks here in a few days. Okay. Can I hide a spore blossom in there? I guess I could, but I don't know what I would gain. We're already getting a lot of particle effects here. Like, there is a spore blossom back this way. I could go eyeball. And, like, what kind of particles come off that? Oh, green. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Maybe. Yeah, because I forgot what color the particles were myself. Which is why I went over there. Okay, so coming out here to the path. Let's nom on some more of these nommables. Get all the particle effects. Yeah. All the particles. I wanna go where the particles are. I wanna see them floating, flying around in rate limiting frames. Da 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 da. It is pretty interesting how like Minecraft isn't usually this visually floaty with everything. This is a different feel. It's very alive feeling. Which is crazy because it's supposed to be like a haunted forest. I think we got to do something about the ground. I think we need to go get a bunch of those pink particle flowers and put them on the ground too. Get some waterlogged leaves and lava to mix in. I don't know if I want to go that far. Because those are gonna, I don't know. I think we've got a good blend already. I definitely do need to go get some of those pink flowers that go on the ground. Did we leave some of those back in here in our storage? I know this is a mess. There's a bunch of stuff I pulled out of here that I'm going to put back in. Okay, so pink petals. So if I take some of these pink petals and I put them on the ground, and then I bone meal them, do they spread? Oh, I probably shouldn't bone meal the moss, because that might cause a different effect. Hey. Well, there we go. They can't go on path blocks. Okay. This is feeling pretty cool. So we're going to want to get more of those. You can place them like sea pickles up to 4 each. Interesting. Okay. That's fine. We're doing this. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now we can just kind of run through here. Kind of throwing them wherever there's... Some of these are going to end up getting double tapped just incidentally. Okay. That looks about right there. So we'll grab more of these. Dun 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 do 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 dun 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 do 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 dun 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 dun. They're directional. Oh, Alex, that's an interesting note. Okay, so I want to approach these from all different angles while I'm running around with them. Very cool. Whoops. Yeah, you're right about the directionality. So I just kind of want to be like hopping around like whoosh. I'm a spinning flower top. Dr. Venture, your boy is a spinning murder top. Hey, welcome A-Sign, welcome Kalari. I just joined. What's the screen doing? And Kalari says it's slowly drifting to the right. Yeah. So because of Twitch's new no simulcasting policy, I can't use the same video and audio sources for both the streams like I used to. So I've got a separate computer. I got my laptop set up with my security camera over here as the webcam and the spectator mode for the game. And a separate XLR interface. My travel interface is plugged into the laptop right now. So I have a separate mic over here. They're kind of both in front of each other at the moment. But it works. So anyway, let me... but yeah. So this camera is not as good in that it's got a little bit of horizontal drift to it. And people have asked me, Joe, can you fix that? This is as fixed as it gets. I can, however, exacerbate the problem. In my attempts to fix it, I have learned that one option I have is to do this, which is arguably not fixing it. But it will make you feel a lot better about how slowly it moves normally, right? The audio here just cut out? What? Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Whoa, somehow the audio cut out. Oh, wait. Is it? Oh, somehow I scroll wheeled that when I was trying to mess with the other thing. Okay, well, we need to get out of here before day turns into night. So, no, what I was saying was, the best I can do is to get it to drift slowly. So, we're just going to have to make peace with the fact that getting it to drift slowly is better than having it continuously drifting quickly, right? That seems fair to me. So let's see if I can get my correction back in place here. See? Okay, now it's just kind of slowly drifting again. Yay, much better. So, yeah. So, I don't know. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. I would like to improve the quality of both streams. In the long term, I'm going to need to invest in some other equipment and stuff. So, just as a reminder, we are 20 even away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. I can actually make it drift horizontally too. I don't know if y'all are ready for that. I have tried a lot of things to fix this, and they have all made it much, much worse. Do you want to see? Do you want to see how much worse it can look? It gets bad. Vin Shoken says yes. Okay, well, if Vin says it, we have to do it. Okay, so let's go back in here. Okay. So, yeah, this is the worst it can get. Which at least won't make people dizzy. Maybe if I do it fast. This is the fastest it can break. Well, I say that. Wait, actually, hold on. There's probably a way to make it break faster. I'm gonna try something really stupid here. Oh no. Okay, so it turns out there might not be a limit to how broken it can get. Okay. We're gonna see if I can... okay. Somebody says motion warning. I literally just... I motion warned earlier. Mr. Lance says, why does the camera drift like this? People wanted me to show how bad it can get. So, anyway. Okay. It's fine. It's fine now. So, Mr. Lance, we have two separate streams now. This is a different broadcast, which is why I've got that label. This is coming from the laptop, because I can't simulcast. So I have to have separate... I've got two separate mics. I've got two separate computers with two separate instances of Minecraft. Mr. Lance says, no, why is there any drift at all? Sometimes you just gotta let the mystery be. What's the song's lyrics? Let the mystery be. Everybody's wondering what and where they all came from. Everybody is worrying about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, and so it's all the same to me. I think I'll let the mystery be. Some say once you're gone forever, and some say you're gonna scroll back. Some say you rest in the arms of the Savior if in sinful ways you lack. Some say they're coming back in the garden, bunch of carrots and little sweet peas. I think I'll just let the mystery be. That's the opening theme of season 2 of The Leftovers, and it's one of my favorites. It's so good. But anyway. Base Cream says, how'd you get your trees to look like that? Oh, I've been working on this, like, for days. I'm replacing the logs with coal blocks obsidian and crying obsidian, which also gives it a cool particle effect. I've been putting glow lichen on the pink, which makes them glow. It's a lot. There's a lot going on here. But I think on the whole, it's gonna come together well. I think it's coming together well, honestly. But yeah. So the original stream is still going through to joehills.net/live and YouTube, because I'm allowed to simulcast to YouTube, but I'm not allowed to simulcast to Twitch anymore. So Twitch gets the unique artistic expression stream. The I'm doing the best with I can with what I have stream. It's the boy, that sure is something stream, but you know what? I don't know. I don't know. I'm doing what I can. Finshow Ken writes, boy, that sure is something. Yeah, you know, there's an episode of Adventure Time where this guy who wants to be a writer is, like, going to and from the call center where he works in the Candy Kingdom. And he keeps occasionally, like, seeing Finn and Jake fighting monsters and stuff as he's walking to and from work. And he'll just stop and be like, boy, that sure is something. And then continue on his way. That's what I'm going for. I want people to stop and be like, boy, that sure is something. Evening, Sammy. And when Tommy is on, Tommy boy, that sure is something. Yep, we are working on replacing the trunks now of these trees. I'm really happy with how that's coming together. So, yep. Hey, we had a tip rolling in from PayPal. Hey, Joe. C2GS Overmind here. It's my birthday today, so here's a present to celebrate. Now, magic wand, make Joe Hills grow. Well, first off, let's go ahead and get that on the abacus immediately. Boom. Thank you very much, C2GS Overmind. So here we go. It's time to expand Jost. Dee. And we're going to lower the Joe opacity now to 70%. And then next, we are going... You know what? Now that I got two cameras, maybe I should get up and... you know, what is it people do? Like, they hold their, like, hat over their chest with their barbershop quartetting. Like, Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a si dos dias over mind. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Y muchas más. Did that? I don't know if that worked on the camera at all, but we tried. We gave it that old college try. So I actually do kind of like having a wide shot camera. I mean, I know my voice gets quieter when I walk away from the microphones here, and I am still constrained by this very wobbly cable, but and I don't know which camera to look at, because that one's, like, way up high. And also, when I wave my arms, I'm always going to hit the ceiling fan. It's a very low fan, which is great. I found the train whistle! Woo! Hey, now there's a birthday present. Yeah. Oh, you know what I also found? There's an axolotl here. Oh, you know what I should do is I should get the bucket. We've got the bucket. And the axolotl. You just put the axolotl in the bucket. Set that there. Oop. There we go. This mic doesn't like the train whistle. It cuts out when I get too loud. Oh no. I'm sorry. Okay. Da da da. La da da dee dee da. Pum pum. Now it's a party. And just says, I need to go find the cowbell. I know, right? More cowbell. Bum 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 bum. Ba da 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 da. Car 10 says, we only see your torso, by the way. That's fine. It's supposed to be 2 different shows. So they shouldn't be identical. That would be a simulcast. And simulcasting, we've learned, is against the Twitch terms of service. So we are not doing it anymore. We are running 2 different broadcasts that are similar, but not the same. Kind of, it's the difference between the president giving a speech from the Oval Office where they have 1 camera and microphone that feeds all the news networks, or the president giving a speech at a college where there's like 10 microphones on the pedestal and 10 different cameras all around. Matt Limbago says, Joe, do you ever listen to your music at 2x speed? I do, because I'm trying to constantly catch up with the stream, and your Lay Your Head Down and Dream opening theme is very catchy sped up. No, I don't listen to my music at 2x. But I should mention that we do have new URLs for Redacted Hills Sings Joe Hills. Hyperfollow.com/RHSJH. Redacted Hills Sings Joe Hills. We have new album title and art there. So that's fun. Okay, I'm thinking that I'll actually block that there. Block that one. Get some obsidian going on into here, maybe. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Dee, 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 dee. Nope, Queen says, I love that he keeps using the same example. I've thought a lot about this, and that's the best single example I can come up with. I know I've streamed like 3 times today, and some of y'all have heard me use that same example every time. But that's objectively like the best example I can come up with. And I've thought about this a lot. Okay, this is coming out really cool. Okay. So we're gonna go, we gotta break these little flowers, baby flowers down here, because we're about to swap this out as well. Why is that in the hotbar? That's garbage. We don't want that. Block of coal. Post-game press conference. Yeah, like a bunch of different networks with different microphones and cameras set up at like a post-game press conference for sports. That would not be a simulcast. They are recording and broadcasting the same event, but it's only a simulcast if they actually are sharing audio and video sources. So, like, when ABC runs the same audio for their TV channel on an FM radio channel, that's a simulcast. That's a different thing. AU Sign says, why don't you have the Twitch partnership thing yet? Like the point redeems. Oh, I hate point redeems. I don't. That's one of the #1 reasons, other than the contract, to never become a Twitch partner. People would ask you to have point redeems. And then you would have people bothering you about it all the time. I can't deal with that kind of pressure. Like, I don't know if you appreciate how challenging my life is already. That's a lot. I can't. That's just too much. That's more stuff. I don't need one more thing to deal with. You're freaking me out. Like, I don't think point redeems fit into what I do here. Like, I've been streaming since 2008, and point redeems are kind of new. And I don't really, like, I've been on channels where it made sense for the kind of show that those people were running, but I've never seen one where I'm like, oh, I want that on my channel. It doesn't feel like it's something that's for me. Dun, 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 dun. Sammy says you don't want chaos points like Manu? No, absolutely not. Like, I could not run a stream the way Manu runs his stream. We are very different entertainers with different approaches to things. I love his show. I love watching his show, but it's not a show that I could create. That's one of the things I love about it, is it's so different from how I do things. Sammy says I was being sarcastic. Honestly, I wasn't sure. Because because the thing is, though, if you've heard me talk about it, Manu does amazing stuff with his point redeems, and like I have said a lot of very nice things about them in the past. So it wouldn't surprise me if somebody had heard me said that didn't think like, well, Joe, you love Manus, why don't you do it like him? It's like, I love Manus because it's something I would never do myself, and there's a joy to appreciating art that you could never replicate, nor would you try to. It's the joy of experiencing something created by another human and creating a connection. And I truly, truly do believe Manu is one of the most gifted streamers on Twitch. But he's gifted in ways I'm not. And I would fail if I tried to copy him. I would be unhappy, and I would not be doing good work. So, yeah. So, no, I accept that you were being sarcastic, but I could see that also being a legitimate argument. So, I don't know. Hey, Sign says I've missed a lot of HermitCraft lately. How's the pinball machine going? I am in kind of the final design and planning stages for the playfield. I did some research on my trip in Wisconsin, playing a few games that had features similar to what I was envisioning. And I have a pretty good idea of how I want to go with it. I'm going to have to play with the geometry a little bit to make it actually work the way I think it should. But it's a strong start. I'm nearly ready to move to the next phase with the playfield, but not quite. So that's how I'm doing. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, A-Sign? What up? Alright. So anyway, boys, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna liken all this up, and then, you know, I don't know what we're gonna do, with this, maybe we'll, smack it with the shears here. Boom, 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 bada bing.
Okay. Sammy says, okay, Yogi Bear. I've been playing a lot of Magic Cube 4D. That's cool. I haven't played that. Oh, are any of the people that are going to be at PlayOnCon in the chat? I think I saw Yergi earlier. I got a couple games in the mail from a company that I'm currently talking to about possibly doing some like stream advertisement for. So I don't know if you would be interested. I'm not going to say the name of the games right now because this is like an ongoing talk. But I was thinking I would bring the games to play on Con, and if folks wanted to play them with me, that would not be an advertisement. They are not paying me to like run those games for them. It would be like me doing research for like if this is something my audience thinks is worth me working with the people on. I don't know if that would be interesting to you. Play on Con. It's in Birmingham, Alabama. Well, technically it's in Columbiana, Alabama, at the end of this week. Yergi says, "Oh, neat, possibly. Yeah, I'll tell you and the other folks who are gonna be there. I'll probably. I was like, should I pack these? I was like, I think I'll pack these, and then when you get there, if I show you the games and you're like, Joe, those look terrible. We're not gonna play them. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not gonna hold you to this. But I was just like, is it worth packing these? Because I'd like to play these with some audience members, so that if we do end up working together, you know, I can say like on the streams, like, you know, I actually played this game with a few of the folks who are here tonight at PlayOnCon, you know, blah blah blah, that sort of thing. Because I feel weird doing some sort of endorsement for a product that I haven't like played with people. Like if it's a game, I feel like I should have played it. So yeah, so I got a couple games. They're both kind of short, but I think they're a theme that people who, the sort of people that would come to PlayOnCon from my community would probably enjoy, which is part of why I'm in talks with them about the sponsorship. So we'll feel it out if that's cool. But yeah, no pressure. I'm not gonna hold you to that. If you're like, you know what, I decided I'd rather go canoeing. Honestly, if it's time to go canoeing, I want to go canoeing too. So I get it. Okay, so these are coming together. Okay, this one here still needs to be done, and then there's a lot of them through here. Okay. Yep. So let's start maybe back down here. I should be using these and then combine those. So we've got kind of a short stream tonight because I've had spent a lot of time today already streaming. This is our third stream of the day. Well, technically our fifth and sixth streams of the day. So it's, yeah. Columbiana, Alabama, not Columbia. I think that ticket sales, you can't buy tickets on site. You have to buy pre-register. I think pre-registration closes like, it's not Columbia, it's Columbiana. Like Polia versus Pollyanna. Columbia versus Columbiana. But yeah, if you're interested in going to PlayOnCon, they do still have tickets on sale for like maybe a day. I think they're closing ticket sales like tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. But basically the convention starts July 6th and they're about to close registration very soon. So if you want to go, you got to jump on that now, or you will not have the option if you wait. I'm not trying to give you FOMO. I'm just letting you know, like, that's where they are at in their registration process, as it's about to close. Alex says, seems like you really need some time. Doesn't devoted to organizing soon. I need a lot of time. A lot of time devoted to organizing soon. I'm also gonna be catching up with Quinn a little bit tonight since we're not doing our stream on Thursday. I'm gonna hang out a little bit after this. Not on camera, just like us palling around. I had a concept that I wanted to pitch for future streams, based on something interesting I saw on Twitter. I'm not sure what Quinn's gonna think about it. Quinn is cool. I concur. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's coming together. Yeah, these are all coming together in some way, shape, or form. Sammy says the flower-colored creeper is amazing. Oh, yeah, that is kind of cool how that turned out. Dun, da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Yeah, we'll keep some of these in here with the original logs, just to show that this is a corruption. But we want as many of the horizontal beams as possible to be purple. That's really going to add a lot. No, Quinn goes by she. Have fun playing Minecraft. Kalari says, I haven't been to a convention since 2018. Well, they're a lot of fun. PlayOnCon is mostly outdoors, too, which is great, given the gestures broadly situation. And they also require people have latest booster shots and all this other stuff, as much as they can within Alabama state law. They are trying to run a you must be immunized event, which is good. Okay, so this one here is good, whereas this one right here, not so good. Yurgi says, PlayOnCon is fun. Very weird if you're expecting a normal convention. Way more fun, in my opinion. Yeah, it's got all the things I love about normal conventions, but then it also has, like, archery and, like, boating. It's got canoes. I love boats. It's got, stargazing when the weather permits. It's, like, held at a camp in the middle of the woods. And it's just... it's amazing. I always have so much fun there. I've been going every year since the second year they've done it. I've been going a long time. Kalori says, I'm an ex-LARPer, so I'd probably enjoy it. Oh, yeah, there's also a table flipping contest Yurgi just mentioned that I actually host, where you see how far you can throw a table. Usually we have like 40 to 80 people lining up. It's like a huge line, like a spelling bee, where everybody walks up to this table. I'm basically doing a shuttle run non-stop for the entire event. I'm running to where the table landed, marking it, and running the table back and resetting it so people can throw it. It's a lot of work. It's fine. I'm fine. I have not been preparing for that, like, physically, and I'm now thinking, like, oh boy, I should have been doing some shuttle runs. I'll be okay. I'll be fine. But yeah, there's also a rock wall. If you like climbing. Yeah, Ezra Manning. Yep, table flipping. Exactly like that, where you see how far you can flip a table. Sammy says, time to lift some tables around the house. I mean, that is definitely one way to get in shape for it. I'm actually going to, the next Wednesday crafting stream with Cleo, I'm going to be decorating the table. Okay, so where was I? I was back here somewhere. Okay, we're about to wrap up the stream in about 10 minutes, so I should do last call for tips. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Speaking of tips, we just got one rolling in from Jimmy for 10, who says lines is also great at 2x. I wonder if we should do like a club mix album where we... Oh gosh, is this a terrible idea? To do like a dance mix of lines? Like the way that like Lady Gaga would have, like, a lot of her music is designed for clubs, but then there might be an even clubbier mix of it, if that makes any sense. NJ says Fally did that already. Have I heard it? I don't think so. Maybe I have heard it. I don't think I've heard it. I know Fally makes a lot of stuff. Okay, for one thing. And for another thing, I don't get a lot of sleep. So it's entirely possible that Vin is going to dig up a screenshot of Fally going, Joe, I made this lines dance mix. And then me going, wow, Fally, this is amazing. This is the most memorable remix I've ever seen. I will never forget this. And then I immediately did not sleep. And then I forgot it. That's like how my body and brain work. Nevada says, well, these trees are going to be awesome with the crying obsidian. Yeah. The mixed, the purple weeping in with the petals really adds something. I'm just really pleased with how it's turning out. Oh yeah, I should go. We were talking to Jem about how the maps are affected by lichen. Where's my house? Here. Oh, yeah. Yep. There's definitely a lot of lichen on the map there. See if we can go walk around a little bit. War Daughter, tipping 5. Thank you, War Daughter, for that. That gets us to our next Facecam expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to expand Jost. Do. Lowering the Joe capacity down here to 60%. We are now at the most obnoxious face camera expansion milestone, the Tony Stark helmet cam. So thank you very much, War Daughter. That is a great name. That sounds like something out of, like, Acquisitions Incorporated, the C-Team's, like, D&D campaign. Where they're, like, the Daughters of the Grove. You know, that sort of thing. The War Daughters will not allow this to stand. Something, I don't know. That's a really cool name. Okay. So, we are going to put this back up on the wall. Welcome, GamerGirl760. We're actually about to wrap up in about 7 minutes. Mark0G says, which platform does Joe prefer his viewers to use? Whatever's easiest for you. Some people like the ad-free stream at joehills.net/live, although it takes like 15 seconds sometimes to spin up for the regional like buffering, because it'll spin up like a buffer in your continent if there's not already somebody watching in like near you. There's also the YouTube. YouTube and Twitch have a chat. joehills.net/live does not have a chat. People who watch it there can just comment in the Discord or something else. Really, the reason I give so many platforms as options is so that people can determine their own level of involvement with whatever works for them. So, I don't think I don't make more money if you watch on one platform or another. It's all the same to me. I just want you to get the experience that you should have. Gamer Girl says, you seem cool. Gave you a follow. Thank you. Appreciate it. Kalari says, fun story. I ordered food online once and tried to pick it up, but they couldn't find it for 10 minutes because it was under the name War Daughter. Oh, that's funny. It, like, just used whatever your online thing was associated with the account. Yeah, that'll get you. Whoops, that was too close to my face. Putting that up higher. Woo! As well as this one here. Getting blocks placed with rocks. Okay. So let's go ahead and... I'm not even visible in the... Where am I in this groove here? Oh, okay. The tree that I'm working on is a little out of the way. I don't want to do a follow cam mod. I like having it be kind of like this, where it's just like weird, right? This is more disturbing. Oh, you can't see me because I'm behind the door. Okay. So, here's what I think we're going to do. It is 9:30 basically here in Tennessee. I have been streaming for like 6 hours today. So we are going to see who we can raid at twitch.tv/directory/following. Okay. Well, it looks like... Let's go to categories real quick here. One of the problems... Yo, mute. Come on. Okay. Looks like Rain City Pinball is playing Jurassic Park. They're over in Seattle, so they're probably just getting started. Probably will go in for a while, so we're going to raid them. When you get over there, our raid message is, howdy y'all, Joe Hill's raid here. Thanks y'all so much for hanging out today. Once again, I'm really hoping to get written permission from Twitch to do the multicasting thing, or simulcasting thing soon. So thank you for your patience during this time where I'm trying to learn how to do 2 streams at once. It is appreciated. So until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Stop streaming.